Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and aliens. Und guten Abend an ihr lieben Deutschen. Heute ist ein gemischter Stream. Today we do the mixture of the English stream and the German stream, so both are welcome. I hope you guys are all okay. With me today is the amazing, crazy Irrsinn-Rainer. Hey!
Hello.
Let's see if we will have any viewers at all. But Timo, moin! Servus, hey! English up Bavarian, servus! At the moment, I got in my mind the this meme of the cat licking the other cat and saying, "Shh, now you're mine." Nobody needs to know what just happened. Sorry for the delay, but we had to restart the server. I made a mistake, and per accident I dropped all fields with grass. Luckily, just a couple of minutes before I saved the game and the server did not update. Yeah, so now I have to do my work again, but all the other fields are clear. So let's see if the well-requested English stream is really necessary or if we can drop it at all. Haben wir denn wenigstens deutsche Leute da, außer Timo und Toni? Ist denn überhaupt jemand am Gucken? Nikos, moin! Zissel, guten Abend! Österreich, moin! Sim Farming Fan, hi! I believe we will make it the easy way. We will speak German until some English dudes show up. So it's easier for the Germans. Wir bleiben einfach bei Deutsch, bis irgendjemand anfängt in Englisch zu brabbeln.
Bis sich jemand beschwert.
Genau, bis sich jemand beschwert. Weil das mit den Untertiteln funktioniert ja recht gut. Ist auch viel einfacher so zu reden. Ja, ich finde es halt nur kacke, dass wir jetzt irgendwie seit Wochen oder Monaten die englische Fraktion halt überhaupt nicht mehr bedienen. Stefan, moin! Nee, es ist, ja, ich find's halt doof. Ich keine Ahnung, was das dort macht. Aber ich fühle mich nicht so wohl dabei, weißt du? Weil die Englisch sprechenden sind ja doch ein paar, ne? Zum nächsten LS machen wir dann noch einen russisch sprechenden, oder? Und polnisch oder polnischen Kanal oder so, oder? Multilängen. Ich wüsste schon wen dafür. Oder wir machen einen bayerischen Kanal und einen österreichischen Kanal. Boah, am Sonntag war ich tot. Am Sonntag war ich richtig tot. Derwin! Hey, you are the first English-speaking guy now. So I asked if there are some English-speaking guys here. I don't know if Pete is there or if someone else is joining, but it's hard to do an English stream without English audience, right? Dann aber auch Plattdeutsch. Inok, hey, hi. Du hattest die Beine hast du schon gewickelt, ne?
Mhm. Bring dir gerade deinen Wickler zurück.
Ich bin ein paar Mal in einen Schwader reingefahren. In real life wäre der jetzt put. I don't know what is with Disturbed. I gave him the Thursday spot, but nothing happened, and so I'm taking it back and doing the English Thursday again on my channel then, because it's I kind of think it's unfair for the English audience not to cater stuff here, so I can only give opportunities. If they are not taken, then we will take them back. I mean, it's not it will not be the highest frequency of watchers in the English stream, of course. I know that, because I'm no native speaking English guy, and so whatever. But at least I want to give you the opportunity to ask some questions straight, right? We have a lot of health issues in the team, and I don't know if Disturb is still with one of them with the issues himself. So yeah, we will try our best to cater the English-speaking community. How are you guys doing? Gibt es schon einen Fahrplan für TerraLifePlus im 25er? Ja. Gibt's schon. Intern. Doing good, nice to catch a stream. It's been a while. Yeah, we kind of had to figure out some stuff. I was kind of in a break, or a holiday break. To yeah, kind of refill the batteries, so to say, and the recharging was really necessary because it kind of felt a little bit burned out. And now we will do the 22 stuff getting converted. So the guys in the team are looking out to get that 22 stuff converted to 25 so that they get to release this stuff. We will try to do the Maze Plus stuff first, and then somewhere later we will hop on the TerraLife project again, but all how we can do it in yeah, as slow as necessary, as soon or as fast as possible, but as slow as necessary, because it was way too much in FS22. It was way too much, and when you're kind of losing the interest, then something is totally wrong. I'm still in it. A friend of mine is doing the paint job very kindly, and yeah, I hope that this will go on then too. And after that, I have to take care of my health. So moving, taking care of my health. And then looking further. Oh wait. What's that?
Aufwischen.
All went into the jacket. Thanks.
As long as the brain stays in, so
What brain?
Oh, what's left of it?
It's not nothing more than a tissue sample. It is not enough to call it a whole brain. Danke, Jungs. But for the ongoing project, just what you were asking, we will take it slow with TerraLife. There will be a change in the direction and in the approach of TerraLife. So far, I can tell. At the moment, there is first. I think, and I hope. I'm not sure. It's not. I did not get back to Modelleicher at this point, at the moment, but I will start playing on FS25 next week, because next week we have the celebration of 5 years Maze Plus, 5 years farming agency, and me getting 53. So we did. I think we did one stream when farming agency got 1 year old and Maze Plus was out for 1 year. I think we made a stream back in the days. It was with Modelleicher and Ursel Rainer. You were with it. Mm-hmm. And so this will be next. Was ist nochmal Mittwoch? Wednesday.
Yep.
So next Wednesday we will have the celebration stream, and this will be in FS25. And from there on, I will play on Wednesday all the time FS25 and try to get and catch up with Modelleicher into the Maze Plus. To start FS25 Maze Plus. You Dönse. Well translated. Oh, brennen in der Nase. So we will do this and have a lot of fun with playing and streaming and just having a good time. And then when we could figure out certain things, and our mappers have figured out certain things, because I know they are heavily working on maps, aren't they, Redneck? I heard you were building a city with 50,000 houses. No, so the when the mappers are proceeding and we get further, then we will sit together and have a look at what is or might be possible with TerraLife, because it changed so much and we are missing so many informations. So there is nothing that I really. This is really nothing that I can spoil or take away, because everything that we planned map-wise, and I think Timo can agree on it, everything we planned map-wise basically went through the roof or out of the window with the changes that Giants made. It's been a while since we don't heard you in English. I've been following your vlogs, but sometimes when you speak really fast in German, the subtitles get jumbled, but that's what it is. I would like to know your opinion about FS25. You have talked a lot in your vlogs, but give a summarized version of your opinion. This is my first question. Okay, it is really, it's kind of easy. My opinion on FS25 is that I'm kind of surprised by the stuff that they try to achieve, the stuff that they were willing to change. I think the dynamic ground is made one version too early. They should have focused more on the fruits getting more like the row crops, that it looks better, that you have when you have a one row harvester, that you only harvest one row instead of 2 or 3. That should be more the focus, and more stuff could and should have been integrated. They should have made it easier for modders. They were missing on a lot of stuff that modders need. And still, there is no documentation in depth as needed. So It's in my opinion, at the moment, FS25 is the little stupid blonde that needs a little bit education, but is very nice to have. I can't say it in the stream, but I guess you know what I mean. In German, there's a saying with stupid women. They have some other qualities, and that's kind of what I feel at the moment for FS25. You can have some fun with it, but don't start modding that deep with the scripting and all that stuff. Yeah, that was also with the starter maps. That was also something that went completely different than it was planned. But it is something that we have to talk about internally. It's nothing for the open. But I would recommend you, if you are interested in playing later on with Maze Plus or TerraLife, you should really use the base maps that Castor provided in the on his Discord and on the FA partner channel. So at the moment, I think that FS25 is really a raw diamond that needs at least 6 or 10 months of polishing. I really cannot judge that hard on it in depth because I'm not playing it. I'm looking into it from time to time, but only from the playable perspective, not from the modding perspective. Because for me it's more of an interest to learn what we did with TerraLife. Just when I look at the all the different growth stages that are of course not in FS25, then I have no interest when I see that there is no separation of the sidages, or when you look into the feeding, that's all that's missing for me. But mostly, really, the growth stages are what is missing, in my opinion. When you see the stages here, where are we? This is at the moment. This is the 18th of 27 growth stages. In vanilla, you only got the 4, and it's really not nice. When you, it's just missing so much. So this is really not of interest for me. What do you miss at most, Rainer?
Yeah, a lot of the features we provide with the TerraLife stuff, and I really have a hard time to get a machinery park together that fits my playing style. So I haven't looked into it for a longer time now. I don't know what there is with how many mods are there now that could help with the machinery stuff, but yeah, besides the machinery, it's the features I'm missing. And the stuff that is new with FS25 doesn't it doesn't equal it doesn't equal out the missing stuff. Yeah, it looks nice with the wetness and the new material system, and and the new lighting is and stuff. But yeah, it just looks nice at the moment.
For me, it's totally. What are your agency goals for the FS25? We'll have the documentation to be able to move forward with TerraLifePlus. That's a good question. There will be no documentation for the FS22 TerraLifePlus, and to be honest, to let the cat out of the bag, I'm not sure if there will be a TerraLife Plus in the same way it was in FS22. We have to figure out internally first stuff to get it straight. We had too many problems with sick leave or with losing stuff and time through sick members, myself, and the key members who are in charge of the most of the direction given features are at the moment out of the line. So I'm not sure. I don't know. My focus, my personal focus, will be on Maze Plus. To have Maze Plus back like we had it in the beginning of FS22, so that we can play with Maze Plus on different maps, that we can have fun. During doing so, we can figure out what will be or might be possible for probably globally implemented TerraLifePlus. This is so mainly the main direction I can talk about. Because everything else makes no sense. It will only destroy the joy and the fun in the game, and that's not the goal to make it to destroy the passion. Boah, ich hab von dem Gießen, mir brennt die Nase gerade innen drin, ey. Oh, leck mich am Arsch.
Ich glaube, davon wird er auch nicht besser.
So what I can say, there will be no repeating of the way it was in FS22 with bringing TerraLifePlus mods maps. We will focus more back on the things that we had back in the days. I am totally missing playing and streaming with Rainer, Modell Eicher, with Maze Plus on, for example, the Ostseeküste map, and doing some stuff here and there. You know, the problem is, if we won, we won. But if there were any issues and there was a lose, it was always me. So I will focus more on the things that I can really regulate and that I can do myself with the people that I know that want to do this stuff. So all the I'm not sure if it's getting lost in translation, but if you really like to play soccer on the weekend with your buddies, and all of a sudden you have to even if you're sick or not, you have to, then you have no fun in playing soccer on the weekend again, right? So this is the same. We have to get back to the having fun playing soccer on the weekend, and not being focused on what somebody might want to have. We have to reach our goals, and we have to have our own happiness and our success in the stuff that we do, and not because of someone else. I mean, it's the best thing to see at the moment with the new farm sim being released, where the focus is in the modding community, right? Have a look at the beginning, at the days after the release, how many mods popped up. They were just changed mod test numbers because people were downloading everything. Yeah, and so a lot of people focused on doing mods as fast as possible. And this is also something that is really not in my interest to be part of that. I want to take my time, and I want to take it slower. Back in the days, I was the one who was pushing, and now I don't feel that way anymore. Derwin, I basically said that I have no idea on how and TerraLife will be in FS25, in which and this is so you're asking the questions, or you're asking a question that is literally like you did not listen at all, or did not understand. If you did not understand, then please tell me. Then I was not clear in my saying. Ich weiß nur, dass du im Moment nicht viele Sämaschinen bauen brauchst. Im Moment. Hast du die Mühle eigentlich jetzt nochmal ausprobiert?
Welche? Die 3 Punkte oder was?
Ja, die dicke.
Jojo. Habt ihr ja auf TerraLife umgebaut.
Guck mal, wird dir der reichen für die Mühle?
Welchen hast du denn da? Ja, wie gesagt, die braucht 300 bis. Also,
okay.
Sollte hinhauen.
It has, Derwin, it has changed so much, really so much. At the moment, I'm just learning on how we changed Farm Sim. Yeah, at the moment, I'm learning what we did, and I have to figure out which features are really necessary and which are not. For example, I don't need here with the cows. I don't need 10 different models in size. I don't need them, because it's that where I'm looking at the feeding, the ingredients. This is where I'm looking at the pasture at home. When I'm feeding here, I really do not recognize the cow sizes or stuff. Yeah, so this is for me not necessary, but the feeding is necessary. I don't need I don't know, certain things, but what I really need and what I really like is the different growth stages that we have, the difference that we can make in the growing and in the way all things are looking. Yeah, when you see here, you have 3 different heights in 10 square meters already. The way it all fits together, the way this is something that is important for me. And when we do the when we do the Maze Plus stuff, this is where we can figure out maybe on how certain things work, because not even the height types are the same as they were in FS22. In FS22, you put heaps on the ground. In FS25, the heaps come out of the ground. Yeah, there are so many things that have changed that you cannot take one by one from FS22 to FS25. So it makes no sense to get a head around on what we might do if we do not know what we had in the first place. This is also why I said the documentation makes no sense at all. I was not capable of doing it, and now it is really not necessary for doing it, because we wanted to make it then the way that it is working for FS22 and FS25. But like Braven, for example, said right in the beginning, he said there might be so much change within that we have to make it twice anyways. And there was no time to make it twice. I can tell you that no one within the farming agency, has all features of TerraLife in his on his plate or in the view box. No one within the farming agency knows all features, so that they could make a tutorial out of it, because it changed so much, and we still have updates in ModHub at the moment. The Eifel will also have an update. Then we have the private mods from the guys that were converted or redone for FS25 that were in testing. I think in testing was over the Christmas days over 2,000 mods or something like that, when I read correctly. And I'm not sure if they were including the FS22 mods that were getting updated too, but there's a lot of stuff coming, and for us there's a lot of unknown stuff coming.
Hello.
Oh, Disturb, the master of disaster! I was just talking shit about you.
Were you?
Yeah. I said this bloody tea drinking whatever.
I heard you saying that there wasn't going to be a TerraLife.
Ah, that's why you hopped in. Ah, clickbait works. How are you?
I'm. Life's very interesting at the moment.
Yeah, I can tell. No,
you know that expression. May you live in interesting times.
Yeah. No, it's I just explained that I took back, or that I will take back the Thursday spot, because we kind of did not manage to talk a lot. Just always, are you streaming? No, okay. And I find it unfair not to cater the English speaking community. So and I would take and with 25 I made myself a promise that I will only spoil or promise stuff that I can handle myself. So this is why I said, okay, I will take back the Thursday spot, just to give the English-speaking audience a regular streaming spot to talk about, and just to get back to the beginnings, right?
It's all good. I just thought I would jump in and say hello.
Don't take it the wrong way, please, but when Maze Plus came out in FS22, it wasn't what I was expecting, but it was what you could do to avoid the unpleasantness you had in FS19. But when TerraLife came out, it was speechless. To this day, I don't know how to thank you for your work. My mind was blown. Yeah, the problem, the problem was, in FS19, I got butchered. People hung me, I got burned, I got cursed and everything, because of it was way too much and people didn't understand, and another save game, and how can I undo Maze Plus in the map? I said play a map without Maze Plus. Then they said, well, there is no map without Maze Plus, because we updated way over 200 maps with this stuff. And it was not even close to what we wanted to do. but we did, and back in the days there was really a lot that I did, and I nearly died on it. This is no saying, it is literally. I literally was close to dying. So then then BGO took a lot of my shoulders off of my shoulders and started to update also maps. And we went into the alpha of TerraLife, of the things that we wanted to do. Of course, we ran out of time. We ran out of a lot of stuff. And I said, we need help. We need to improve the team. We need to get bigger. With doing that, I kind of listened to the people that said, Maze Plus, horse extension, all that shit is way too much. We don't want it. So I said, okay, this time we do Maze Plus only very simple, just like it was in the beginning. We bring no extra fruits. We do not update any maps. It's just a global small mod to have the split in between the silages, a little bit in the feeding. Basically all that is missing at the moment in FS25 again. So we only bring that because we want to do way more with TerraLife later on. The problem was it was planned for a release on Christmas 2 years ago. We kinda got too big in the team, meaning we had basically no limits. The problem was, with no limits, we had no boundaries. Meaning this went in, this went in, this went in, this went in, but other things that had to be put in or had to be considered were not in the making, or we didn't do it. Then there was the other time where I was gone for half a year, something like that, I think, where I nearly died again.
You have a nasty habit of doing it.
Yeah, but next time I will succeed. I promise you that. Next year is mine. Next year I will show you how to do it. No, so we kind of if it was not for Achim Mobil and for Braven, who kind of really hard hit the brake and said, so now we just put stuff out. We wouldn't have had the release. So it is all a whole huge big concept. I understand that people now get it. What basically me thought in the beginning of Maze Plus and TerraLife, what I wanted to have, people got used to it. It took time, and now they are demanding the stuff that back in the days was like a witch curse. And now people get it, and the same happens now with TerraLife. People were overwhelmed by TerraLife, but others say, well, this is the least that Giants could have done in the new. And so it is always a splitting up in what will we do. So I can promise you, Maze Plus, like in FS22, will be in FS25, a very simple, very basic, global thing, if we can manage to get all the stuff together as we want to. And then with TerraLife, I can make no promises at all on how we will do it. I can tell you, or I can make one promise: if it seems to be so complicated and so complex that it will be too much for FS25, then there will be no attempt to bring it in FS25. Then it will be the next farm sim. Because what I learned is, if you want to die, or let it be, but don't hang around half dying. No, we lost way too many. We lost way too many people and things through of sickness. Nightcloak had a leading role in TerraLife with the maps.
Yeah.
BGO. Robert Bull.
Yeah.
Modell Eicher kind of as at the back end. Me myself had some little things to do, and Rainer the same. So then it is also very hard when you have a new team that does not know of the history of the team. I mean, all the popularity, all the stuff was there way before TerraLife was released. So way before the new team was there, the popularity was already there and the pressure was already there. So I guess this is the reason why so many people came into the team. But if you don't know the history, you cannot live up to it, right? So there was a lot of misunderstanding, and we had to reorganize a lot of stuff, going back from the chaotic but working workflow with through 3 maps at the same time open to GitHub and all that stuff. Yeah. So. Yeah.
And it was a TerraLife was a massive thing, and I think it's probably unfortunate that it pulled in a bunch of people that ended up having a bunch of problems outside of the game.
Yeah. I have to pee. I have to very, very quickly pee. It's make him listen.
Oh, that's a good job someone turned up. How are you doing, Rainer? I haven't spoken to you in a very, very long time.
Yeah, we haven't spoken in a very long time.
No, it was good to see that you had reappeared. I had noticed that whenever I occasionally checked the voice chat, that you were back, and whenever I peeked in on Paul streams, you were back with Sam.
Yeah, I had a very massive motivation hole around Christmas and New Year. I still have a very big very little motivation when it comes to FS25, to be honest.
I heard you saying that. I was listening for a little while, and then I decided to get off my backside and join the conversation. It's a weird one with FS25. Obviously, I am playing it, but it's kind of it's kind of a pretty game. But it was so I've done a little bit of going back to TerraLife, and it kind of makes you realise how much more it adds to the game.
Yep.
And it's like making grass silage bales, and you get silage. And remembering when I switched back to FS22 with TerraLife, that I can't just drive into a grass field anymore because I'm going to destroy half of it. That was a massive shock.
Mm-hmm.
I drove into a field to I think to fertilise it or see if I could put lime on it, and went, oh no, I've just destroyed loads of it.
What's the immersiveness of the whole crop textures? Not only the crops on the field, but the whole landscape and roadside and all that. Isn't it way better in FS22 with TerraLife than it is in FS25?
It's more the kind of the in-depthness.
Yeah, the diversity, right?
Yeah, and so I haven't done much of it yet, but I've started playing on Bergisland because I played that map in 19 for a little bit, and then jumped across to 22. when I drove around it in 22, I just had such a massive nostalgia hit that it's like, no, I'm going to go back and play it.
when I see the pictures of Ludi posting some here and there of the new Bergisland from FS25 on his work in progress, I can tell you the maps in FS25, not only from us but the maps in general, the people who put all in will have all out. The maps will be amazing in FS25 even without TerraLife.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I drove out of the store onto the main road on that map, and it was like, yeah, I want to play even just that bit. And driving up that main road, I was like, yeah, I really want to play this map again. And And then, yeah, I drove it. I started playing on it with TerraLife and just drove into a grass field and went, oh, yeah, I can't do that.
Your sneaky peek way behind the farm. I don't know which map it was, but I just remembered where you had to change your path to the farm because of that.
Yeah. So, no, can't do that. I need to, if I'm going to drive into the field, I need to do it with actually intending to do something, or I need to do it after I've cut the grass. It was, yeah.
Fun
to remember and relearn how to play the game with that extra layer of depth is going to be fun.
Enoch, there is really nothing that I want to say more than me personally. I want to bring it to an end so that we release the maps that we promised and find everything on the same level. But on the other hand, there will be no forcing internal. So Rainer and me, we are planning on doing a new save game on Ostenwalde. The map is not ready yet. I'm not sure when and how it will be ready, but when it's ready, we will play on it, we will test it. This map is also planned for being released on Discord, the same as Bally Springs and Ostseeküste and all that stuff. But if the people who are capable and willing to do the maps don't do it and have no interest in doing so, then there is no pressure, then there will be no release. Because this is what, there we are back at killing, this is what basically was the killing factor of FS22, TerraLife, die wie heißt Diskrepanz auf Englisch?
Discrepancy?
Discrepancy, yeah, that was the discrepancy between saying yes, we do, and saying maybe not. And the pressure to having to finish the stuff, right? So this will not happen again. I am not willing to set my health on display again, and there are not many left in the team that can set their health on display, or on risk. So health and team balance goes first before everything. We're trying to, but I can't promise.
Your description earlier was a really good one of enjoying playing something versus having to.
Yeah.
It becomes infinitely harder when you have to, and when you've had to for a long time. That just becomes a real grind, doesn't it? And then when people have got problems outside of that as well, it becomes a really big ask.
Yeah. Yeah, and it really became way too much out of control. Back in the days with FS19, with Maze Plus, it was in my control, right? Which map to update, I knew the maps, I knew what to do, I created the stuff. So it was basically when it did not happen. When it did not happen, it was because of me. So it was only me to blame.
And it was you that it broke.
Correct. And now it's breaking way more. Including myself, of course, but this is something that I had to learn. I had to learn too, because it was totally new lands for me with doing team lead instead of doing the actual work on the maps, and not knowing on what might be possible or is not possible, or to hop in and fill some gaps. That is simply not possible. There was way too much that did not work.
It becomes much harder as well as projects get bigger and more complex to just jump in and help on something.
Yeah. And
it kind it becomes that the person that's working on the thing needs to do the thing. Otherwise, it takes someone a long time to pick that up and
Yes,
progress it.
correct. This is the uppicking or the picking up of stuff. Where when you think you don't have to make the service on your car, and all of a sudden they say, hey, you have to do the service yourself. Then you first have to study the book and all that stuff. You don't know where the screws are, so you don't know this stuff. It's not impossible, but it's unnecessary when you're planning on stuff like that. And I think we were all a little bit too overexcited by the pure power of stuff that we could do. So we should have taken all the power that we have on maybe 10 things instead of the power of doing 100 things but only finishing 80. Right. I'm not sure if it is translating well what I mean, but
yeah.
So better would have been finishing easy 10 things and having capacity free instead of going all out, because the things that happened to us were all not really predictable.
It's one of those things where I don't know if the expression hindsight translates for you guys. Yeah, hindsight's 20/20, isn't it? It's easy to sit back now and go, we should have done it differently. But at the time, it seemed like what was being done was the thing to do.
But I know the main things that destroyed a lot. I learned a word for it. It's a doohickey.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah. Too many thingamabobs as well.
I don't know that word, but the doohickey. I had a battlefield friend whose nickname was Doohickey, and I thought, I wanted to reply on Agranico. He says, "Habe die Ehre." Geht schlecht auf Englisch. You can do it in English. In English, it would be yeehaw. It's the Bavarians are like the Texans. Yeehaw.
Okay.
No, this is like a greeting to hello. Is Habe die Ehre, Servus, and all that. This is Bavarian. Yeah, so, and I think the Bavarians are like the cowboys.
Is that why we have Bavarian rednecks as well?
Yeah. Don't call him that. I'm missing this stuff. Isn't it crazy on how much capacity you lose when everything is going so badly, pressureful?
Yep.
Oh.
So for me, it was quite nice to see that you were doing this and to just jump on without having to think about it, and come and just talk rubbish for a bit.
Yeah, no, it was really I really gave you the spot because of you know why, right?
Yeah.
But I feel bad for leaving it open, and the last 3 or 4 times when we rode was basically you telling me that you're not streaming, or I'm asking you if you are streaming, or me telling you that I am not up for a stream. So
it
was, and this time I just said, shit, I will do it. I will just do it.
No, it's fine. My life has been very chaotic in the last few months. So. It's absolutely fine. It was quite cool to just see you live and come and chat.
Yeah, for me it was also very hard in the last weeks. On Sunday my stream basically fell into the category vomiting all night long. So
nice.
Yeah, it was.
Very special interest.
Yeah. It was really really cool. I mean with the with the mentally issues that we all have. I mean, we all three are very experts in dealing with shit. So Who am I talking to, right? So you guys know what else can be, and yeah. But I'm missing it, and this is exactly what I'm missing: playing with Rainer, and playing with Modelleicher, because that reminds me of the times before this whole every 5 minutes.
I once again found a feature from FS25 I'm missing now: the fucking GPS.
You've got GPS. It's built into the game.
Yeah, it's made well. It's really nice to handle and stuff, and and it works.
But VCA does it too.
Yeah, I in FS22 I always use guidance steering.
I'm driving with VCA, right?
VCA GPS is the best one.
Nah, I wouldn't say that, but it's the easiest one. It's for the lazy Brits.
Yeah, exactly. It means it's the best one.
No, it's the right one, right?
Yeah, it's the correct one.
The correct one.
Not the right one, the correct one.
I'm missing that stuff.
I love in FS25 that it calculates the field itself, and stuff.
Yeah, I do like that if you drive between fields, it auto-calculates it without you doing anything. But I do also prefer VCA for the fact that you can kind of shuffle the course around a little bit if it's not quite where you want it.
I don't know. I think you guys have way too much time to play the game.
I think it's more that I'm a bit of a control freak, so if the line isn't quite right, you can't adjust it in 25.
I really, yeah, well, I don't know if how the translation gets it, but I mentioned FS, or I named FS25 like the blonde girl that needs some education, but does do other things very well. I don't know if there's the saying in the English language too.
Yeah.
Of the stupid blonde that does certain things very well. And I'm apologizing for every blonde that, I mean,
other hair colors are available.
Yeah, if the shoe fits, okay, it fits, but normally
stupid people with other hair colors are also available.
Yeah.
Stupidity has no color, but not enough memes. So
yeah.
And this is kind of like, well, you have to pay for everything. Yeah. You have to pay for how it looks. You have to pay for how it works. It's basically like the blonde.
I think FS25 is a really nice shell waiting to be filled with good stuff. And that's where the clever people who do the good stuff need to come in and fill it.
Yeah.
And that's where you have that analogy that you used. And those skills will be useful because they will attract the clever people that do good stuff.
You know, that one thing, I don't know if it is translating at all. And there are, of course, the haters. Oh, yeah. By the way, to the haters, I don't give a fuck. The problem for me mostly is at the moment the time that we spend into connecting with giants and having or being at a level that they know what we do and we know who we can ask, that we know on whom we can rely. That this is all out of the window with Lars Lizartan being gone, because all the promises, all the stuff that was spoken about, the verbally made contracts are basically gone. That means we need to put the same effort, all the stuff from the last 5 years into it again. And I can tell you, I'm not even willing to do so, neither am I capable of doing so, to put in that much of energy and in it again. This is what killed for me most of it at the moment. This is what I said. What I said when I heard that he quits. I don't know if you got it in the English channel too. If you got something about my sayings, but I was very skeptical about and worried about the day that happens. And yeah, I'm not proud of it, but I was right. And
yeah, I guess if you losing the kind of main person that you've built the relationship with, and because a lot of this stuff is, let's say, verbal agreements and just conversations and things, you start from zero again, don't you, or from not a lot, and it's a lot of effort to put that work in.
I mean, losing the virginity, kind of in modding ways, in the ways that not everything, or being naive, that not everything that has been promised or spoke about is put to an end or being finished or whatever. But I don't know. I've been raised different. Give me a sec. I've been raised different. And I got the feeling that this is my allergy to bullshit.
You're not even spreading it.
No. Oh shit. Oh, I have to get to the yeah. I totally forgot now what I wanted to say. But no, I did not. But for me, a word is a word, and I don't care. I don't care if there are idiots out there or not. Of course, we know that Giants has to make money, and we don't work against it. Of course, we know we get the opportunity to do so ourselves. Yeah. So. Why bother being that afraid of stuff like they are? It's I don't know. It's sometimes it just
any reason that some of it might not have happened is stuff above his grade, but at that point it would have been nice to have had sorry, we can't do this because.
Well, you know, there is, and it is no secret that they have that they are short in staff. It is no secret that the main things that need to be done or are done by a very small amount of people, and that they have more than enough work on their hands. But being laughed at from people from Giants just because you really take it serious and want to change stuff and put your heart into it, this is something where I'm now saying, you know what, suck my dick. Really. Suck it. And don't forget to swallow. Because simple said, we are playing this game because we want to play this game, right? We are modding the game because it has not what we want to have in the game, right?
Yep.
So they take what we want to have in the game and put it in the game later on and make more money. So when I say I know that they need to make money because it's a company, and I say I want to try to support it as much as we can by, of course, not spreading any secrets or doing dumb stuff, and then getting laughed at, I really can only say, suck my dick. This is what I learned in the last 5 years. And shit, I wanted to say this in the stream next week when the yeah, it only escalated. The example is only there because of the animated bull balls, Timo. you hang the topic that low that I could reach it. We need chicken. We need roosters with ball sacks.
Oh no, we don't. We really don't.
Why not?
That's one of the things I haven't got. That's one of the things that I had forgotten about and haven't got yet on my TerraLife save is Bavarian Redneck's wonderful animal animations.
Yeah, no one has a smoother ball sack swinging from left to right than Bavarian Redneck's cows.
I haven't checked to see whether they're hairy or not. I haven't looked that closely.
No, smoothly swinging.
Oh, you mean a smooth animation?
Yeah, smoothly swinging, not Harry swinging. Harry is hanging. Harry is hanging before in front of the ball sack. There is Harry, or Willy. You can call him however you want to.
That's the wrong one. That's the wrong one.
No, it is really yeah. If they still, poor Harry, if they still don't know what our intentions are, right? Making it a charity and all that should have set clear signals. But now I'm not that naive anymore. I'm not. I really do not care at all anymore, and this is a problem. When I start not caring, there might be a farming agency club incoming. Yeah, why not? And why not having Timo earning some money for high quality textures, just doing the limit for ModHub and selling the other stuff on top like others do. Because this is what Giants shows. They pray water and drink wine. They judge and have those people as partners. If you followed up the discussion that we had with the gold partners and all that stuff.
I was looking on another modder's Patreon page, and he does just mods through Patreon.
Yeah.
And it was $650 a month he makes from that.
Yeah, nice.
From selling shitty quality mods to people.
Hairy mods. Not hairy mods, but they were hairy then. They were very hairy.
Yeah. It wasn't even a good modders Patreon page, and it was interesting. Interesting to see.
You know what? With this topic, right? It is so funny that I lost even the last virginity on this topic either. When people say, "Oh, the TerraLife is so nice. It's so good. It's so wow. You should take money for it. I would pay for it, right?" Then I think, well, we have 16,000 people on the Discord. If everyone would donate €10, the whole farming agency could go on low for the FarmCon because we had hotel eating and all that stuff, yeah? But no one does. I mean, some
the links, the PayPal links are all there.
Yeah, not even my Amazon link is used anymore. Yeah. PayPal not, Amazon, nothing, really nothing. Christmas, all the stuff, nothing. But the people who take money for the stuff, if we judge them, we are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Did you read it? What Farmer Klein said? Then I'm always willing to be the bad guy if I'm pointing out the idiots, right? That was the first time that I really agreed with him. Because we are not doing so well together since FS19, but then afterwards we did do maybe. But this is something where I can agree on him.
Yeah.
and this is also something that really made me sick. You know the effort that we put all in the stuff, and then the heart bleeding that I put into the stuff, and the sickness that I ignored because of I wanted to get the stuff done and right, and wanted to have people having a part or taking part in the charity and all that. And then you get kicked in the face, and this is something really. 25 is the year of what is it called? Not recognition. Recognition is when someone recognizes you, right?
Yeah.
Well, what's the other? There's a film about the day of retribution. No,
Reckoning.
Reckoning. Yeah. 25 will be the year of the reckoning. It's unbelievable.
Paul just takes his revenge on absolutely everyone.
Did you see in the partner Discord this what is it, these challenges where you can take part of?
I did.
What was it called? But you know what I mean, right?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Earn like $3 for doing something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No thanks.
By the way, with you should take money for the mods, right? The priceless with no money using the promo code would have been in a possibility to reach gold status by people by 200 people buying farm sim with this status from my account, right? I am still out over 100 and increasing now again. So I didn't manage it, and now I really do not care anymore. The funny thing is, Modell Eicher never wanted to be Giant's partner because he was scared of that he cannot say what he thinks, that he cannot be critic, or that he cannot be the critic that he is, the way he is. But now he is partner, right?
Yeah.
And now me, I'm going to the other way. I'm saying, I guess I will have to work on the other direction. It's so funny on how things changed in the last 5 years, and it's already 5 years. 5 years Maze Plus, 5 years farming agency, 53 years Paul on Earth.
I think my phone's busy doing stuff. I think it's maybe 4 years that I've been doing stuff with Farm Sim now, which is pretty crazy.
Yeah,
have a look.
The year before, I mean, FS19 was in the shelves in 2018. 2019, I played Farming Simulator League as team captain with Lindner. And
wow.
2020, Maze Plus made it to Mod Hub.
July 2020 was my first video.
Yeah, and I guess 1 second later you got a call from the alien Paul, right?
No, it was a while before I did anything with Maze Plus.
Before?
It was a while. Let me find my first Maze Plus video.
You got a call from me before you did with Maze Plus?
No. It was my first video was a while before I did my first Maze Plus video.
Ah.
That can't be my first Maze Plus video. Maybe I put a space in it back then because I didn't know how to write Maze Plus.
So where are the? Yeah,
it's entirely possible.
Where are the English watchers? Where are the guys we are doing the stream for? No one is writing. No one is donating all the millions of money. Oh,
am I the only one who lost connection to the server?
I hope so.
Would be so. Paul's still there.
That's on my end. Okay.
let's do a save. Oh yeah, save that we disturb, honey.
Yeah.
Just before Rainer came on the server, I wanted to do some Mido increase, yeah, and want to do it by the easy dev. He hopped in, and I got so scared that I pressed per accident the left mouse button. Of course, Mido was on all the map fields. This is why we started later. I just take the save game, take the save game, take the save game.
That's funny. That's funny. I believe it was around December 2020 that I started doing Maze Plus stuff.
But you see, we managed to pull the save game before the server saved, so it was lucky. But that was, yeah. Waiting for the OSK, yeah. That will take time.
I'm sure you know how to use the FTP stuff to get to the save game backups.
Yeah, but it's not on this PC. I don't have any FTP on this. So it is basically the worst case that can happen if something happens when I'm on the street.
That's why you shouldn't cheat and use EasyDev to do things. You should do them properly.
Yeah, yeah.
See, realism.
It was,
key.
Yeah. Next farm sim.
You should know these things, Paul. You should farm realistically.
Yeah, totally.
And not just use F12 to do everything.
Yeah, totally. Oh boy.
I'll have to teach you how to do it properly at some point, you know.
I really can't wait for the new me in FS25. Because I will do so much so different. First of all, I will start streaming a second game because I learned from a buddy of mine who was exploiting the possibility to get more subscribers on his YouTube channel by just simply playing another game too.
Yeah. It's a really good. It's a really sneaky thing to do.
Yeah, and then I will open up the OnlyFans. With Only Farm.
Yeah, God, I've forgotten what the link is.
And then I will turn the Discord and everything gone and away from FSK, from Peggy 0, because to be honest, now with the Asian market, yeah,
OnlyFarms.vip.
with the Asian market being targeted by giants, yeah. Mm-hmm. Have you seen? I don't know if you have been, but I have never been. But I have seen the Asian markets where they sell chicken feet and all that stuff, and where they live the what is it called? Decapitate.
Yeah.
Decapitate the chicken and all that stuff. So they are way mature compared to the German little vegan fliegen. So why not put a little butcher into the game?
Mm-hmm.
And at the moment I see is Timo, are you still there? Bavarian Redneck, are you still there? I can see the cows from here on in the distance. Wow.
Can you see the smooth animations?
I just can see the cows in the distance. I didn't know that they. Yeah.
€2 a download.
But make a butcher and take money for it. That's a good boy. This is my boy. This is what I was saying. And then we put a brewery because we are in Bavaria, where alcohol is.
And a vineyard and.
Oh,
not a vineyard, a winery, I guess.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it? To process the grapes.
To make some Appleboy. Oh, that was translation mix up by accident, because not the apple with a PPLE, but with a PPLE. the hessische Appleboy, the Hessian apple wine. What?
Yeah.
Something like
Wine?
that. Yeah. No, it's really
one of the farms on the Holzer map produces very high voltage alcohol in real life.
Okay.
So moonshine.
Yeah, Obstler halt. I don't know what Obstler is in English.
Fruitler.
Yeah, liquor, Schnaps.
Okay.
They are distilling fruit from their own trees, and they buy fruit and they distill it.
So it's basically like in the very south of America, where they produce from their own fruit. It doesn't translate that well. No, it will kill me if I'm saying that.
But it's just like an apple schnapps, isn't it?
Yeah, I meant from the own tree. I don't know the word Stammbaum in English.
No.
Well, your heritage tree. You know that word?
Is it family tree?
Family tree?
Yeah. Yeah.
So and I meant where they make children with their own fruit of the tree, where they have where they have this moonshine, or how it is called, this brain burning, whatever, schnapps.
Moonshine is basically matured whiskey. Whiskey without the barrel the storage in the barrels.
The good old Fruitler, wer kennt ihn nicht?
Lecker. Next farm we order a Fruitler.
No, it's really FS25 will be totally different to everything else. I mean, by example, you see on how I cultivate this field here. It makes totally no sense on how I'm driving, but I just want to get it done by not using F12.
I'm proud of you, Paul. You're doing it properly.
Brixias, buongiorno. Hi from Germany to Italy. Hello.
Someone complained about how I did my ploughing a couple of weeks ago.
Well, I didn't see it. Did I?
No, it wasn't you.
You know that you are kind of the worst landlord ever, right?
Am I?
Yeah. Look, you had the chance to get basically with €0 a complete farm, and you didn't take it. Then Robert had to take it. Then he decided. No, of course he did not decide to. But then he went to stupid me, to the hospital and left it. And now Rainer has the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you could play with us.
I could.
Yeah.
I could.
Because you have the only powerful PC to do so.
Yeah, at the moment I've just got my laptop in front of me at the moment, so.
I get most of the time a wooden plank in front of me, but I don't know if this counts too.
Yeah.
It's not that playable at the moment.
The laptop is slightly better than a wooden plank for playing FS22.
Yeah. No, at the moment with the weather change, it's really like from here to then from this minute to the next minute, like getting hit by a wooden plank and getting headache and really can't do anything. It's really annoying. Oh, you're still playing FS22 too? Okay, this is nice. Oh, I see Rainer in the distance.
What do you mean?
Yeah, there's with the Fendt
Oh yeah.
Xylon.
He could at least wave.
Where?
He's on camera.
Ah, there he comes.
Unbelievable. Wait, I have to snooze again.
Oh, fuck me, daddy.
What?
Okay.
He's clicking on wild voice boxes again.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you lose. This was a lose. Because
Yeah. And while you do that, we can learn what type of farmer do we want to be.
oh boy, and they really got me on this. I have to close this. Because there goes. It started. It is out of hand. It is totally out of hand. But the good thing is the medication is working. So. Oh shit. These discords are not what they used to be. But now I know why some people only do Twitch streams and do not re-upload on YouTube, because Twitch is there kind of a little bit what is it? Tolerating?
Yep. Tolerant.
Yeah, it's more definitely they are definitely more tolerant than YouTube is.
They'll accept the goat farming.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem for most stuff on YouTube is the copyright stuff when you have music playing in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can play copywritten music while you stream on Twitch, can't you? I think it just gets blanked out on the VOD.
I don't know.
I think so.
I know that for me, at the moment, streaming is really not that. I really do not care that much at the moment, to be honest. I lost a lot of fun in playing because of the whole situation of starting over and over and over and over and over and over again with the save games. Then trying to have at least a couple of machinery stuff that I wanted to play with, just to have them, and being laughed at or being yelled at or whatever. And now since FS25 is out and I'm playing on this map here with Rainer a little bit more decent, I got rid of most of the Massey Ferguson tractors. I got the MB tracks, and I'm trying to enjoy all that stuff a little bit more. And today I had no interest in spending too much time with the cultivating, so I just pick up Xerion and use the big cultivator to do so, because I want to. I don't care if anybody else is saying, oh, don't do it or something like that. I just care for myself now more.
Yeah. My approach with most of the stuff that I do on here is I do it the way I want to do it. And yeah, that's because I'm a bit grumpy and miserable and not as old as you, but quite old.
Did you just say that you are not as grumpy as I am, or that you are?
No, I said not as old as you are.
Yeah, okay, I give you that.
Yeah. So not as old. There's a few years difference.
Oh, by the way, there's one event in January that I will not be part of. I guess I'm not sure, but there has been some developments. I don't know if you. I don't want to talk about them too much. I don't know if you heard about some issues with the company, with Novak.
No.
So they are getting new investors, so to say.
Okay.
So there's a lot of in change in progress, and for that some things have changed a little bit. Also the delay of the job and all that stuff. So it's taking a little bit longer.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if I can make it to the event in summer. I think it was a groundswell that is exactly in the week before FarmCon. That gives me a little bit of headache.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think it will be cheaper for me to fly over than to go to Lindner, to Austria.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do both, I guess.
Yeah.
And at the moment, with the interest in farm sim that I have, I would rather go to the UK than to Austria, to be honest.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there might be some changes anyways. I'm not sure yet at the moment, because at the moment I'm more like a wounded deer.
Yeah.
Jumping from bush to bush to hide, but let's see what the future brings. I don't know. I'm not sure. At least I want to try to get more fun back into all the stuff again.
Yeah. You reminded me that I need to put the groundswell thing in my calendar.
There's another one. I constantly forget about it. There are two events that are of interest for us, and and that's also another thing that I won't do. I won't pull other people or promote other people. Pull.
Mm-hmm. I get what you mean.
Yeah, there have been. I mean, of course, our team, is something different. I don't mean that. It's just when you see how many people try to hop on the bandwagon. I did not think that it was possible, but even in FS22, there were so many people that could not be trusted. I was really it was astonishing to see on which people and characters you can count and on which not. For example, I never ever had thought that Brian for demodding would be that reliable. Really, there's nothing bad in it when I'm saying it, right? I'm totally happy about, but I really did not think that he would be that reliable. The whole Irie Agri team was amazing. I did not think that. I thought that would not be the case. And on the other hand, other people where I thought they would be reliable, they weren't.
Yeah, I guess the 40 guys were really interested in actually using TerraLife. So for them being part of it was a big bonus.
Yeah, they will be, and they still are, because they are rebuilding Valley Springs. Even if we have some discrepancies,
Yeah, that's all.
discrepancies, yeah, with TerraLife and Valley Springs in FS22, because I know there was so much to do because of the there were the wrong animals built in. Then the and this is not. Yeah, and this is not
crops and stuff they had.
Yeah, but the other thing is it is not meant to diss them now. So please, if you're listening, don't take it on the wrong foot. But the buildings were more likely FS13-ish, so they were not up to the standard. A lot of stuff, and the guy who was changing the map for TerraLife really was a little bit angry about it and lost a little bit of interest because of the quality of the buildings. But they are already building everything new, so they are for FS25 there will be completely new buildings, new assets. Everything will be built in new because they get that it is a huge project, and with guys like that you can really work together. Yeah. This is where it makes fun, where when you say you need help, they do not say what do I get out of it. They say how can I help, and this is the kind of politics that I want to have within the farming agency, within the partner stuff, that we really do not ask what do I have out of it, because we will have something out of it. One or the other way, because if we work together, what we can achieve together is amazing, right? And what we have achieved.
And I think there's quite a lot of interest still in having a map of that style with TerraLifePlus, because there are still people that don't like playing European maps. They have to have their English map, even though Valley Springs is not English. But you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, and I think it should be clear that we try to cater a lot of countries with stuff. Even for the American part, we have some very nice contacts now. And out of FS19 there were some African and some Australians, and there are a lot of people who are interested in, but most of the time it is not that they are not worthy or we are not worthy. It is sometimes the timetable that people set for themselves do not fit to the timetable that we can achieve, or sometimes the timetable that we think we can achieve, we cannot manage to do so. So, and if you are, I mean, it just within the farming agency, the different timetables and what is the word for it? Die Erwartungshaltung. When you say I thought of FS25, it would be this and this. What is the word for it? Expectation. Thank you, Timo. Yeah, the word just didn't came. Even within the farming agency, when you have these different expectations of stuff on how it works, or in which time to make it, there is first there is the problem in aligning them. Then there is the problem to adjusting them, and then you have to learn on how to work together, because none of us was doing such a big project hobby-wise with Farming Simulator before, and I'm neither an expert in leading a team of this size. And then with being sick, it also is very hard. And then you get a little bit frustrated. The other one is frustrated. You understand things wrong, what they mean, and all that stuff. So all these things are within the farming agency already very difficult. And then to have this with teams from outside is also very hard. But best example is Castor and Floey. They are basically within the team family. It works, and so I try to do this with Ariagri too, so that we are synced in the way we do and think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then there's Giants who does it quite differently.
Yeah. I think that, you know, there are bits of the modding community that do want to work well together and achieve good things together. And I think usually that's the ones that see common benefit. Particularly, you know, if you think with like Air Agri, it's because TerraLife really complements how they, a lot like Maze Plus existed in the past, because it was how you wanted to play. They see TerraLife as complementing how they want to play the game, and so it's in their interest to get it integrated into the map, which is set up for how they want to play the game.
The problem is really the synchronization of the timetables that each team has, and I mean, people got really angry when I said we cannot do this map and this map and this map and this map, or we cannot give stuff out before, because we changed so much. I mean, you know it how much Braven changed in the order where things were placed and get loaded and all that. It messed up so much that even the version 1 that was on ModHub kind of messed with the version 1.001 afterwards. This is, for example, like the Ostenwalde was made by the modder with version 1.0, and now it does not work with the actual version, and there's so much stuff done not the way it should have been. But this is not. I do not say it's his fault, because he could not know, because he was not part of the team. He did not know. But so you have to explain everybody who is trying to get the stuff into the map on how to do that it works. And this is where I said we don't have the time for it. This is why I said we can't do inflationary 20 or 30 maps before it is not running smoothly, right?
Yeah.
And there were not many people who understood that, and it is the same now with that the maps like Belly Springs, Ostseeküste, and Oberschwaben are not yet released, because we could not manage to get them ready yet. Mostly because of the different animals and different fruits, and that means.
The ones that had more stuff integrated just make them more complicated to de-integrate that stuff.
Yeah, because I mean the worst thing is that if you have to repaint the foliages, no one wants to do it for a foreign map. No one.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yeah. So and the guy who made it, Nightcloak, who made it, he left Farm Sim for completely because of personal health issues, and that was just the beginning of us losing key players in the game, and then you really start stumbling in 4 weeks ago we said that this and that, but this week it is different, and it is just a hobby, guys. Yeah, but you promised. Yeah, sure. and this is why I'm saying now that I will only promise stuff that I personally can guarantee, and all the other stuff I would say, please ask the people who want to do it. Yeah.
I think that's why sometimes when things were much busier in the Maze Plus Discord and people used to get like that and say, oh, but you promised or whatever, and or why isn't this exist and that exist, I used to offer them a refund on the free mod they were using.
Now the main problem at the moment, or for me, is I get it. There are sometimes people who ask, "What is where's your standing at the moment?" I have no time to watch the streams to be up to date. Yeah, so these are the summarized points written in Discord are like the Ten Commandments that Moses received from God. Yeah, so they are written in stone, and it has to be that way. So when I say, I can't do that, but we need information, and I get it, but I don't get it, right? It is. When I'm willing to say, hey, we're working on this. I mean, the whole concept. Look, this is so funny. Anyways, look. I mean, greetings to all the trolls out there. Yesterday or the day before was someone trying to troll again, but I don't care. I don't give a fuck. When you try to get people from the beginning integrated in the things that you do, like we did. We showed from the beginning, from step one till the end, what we were doing. We were talking about stuff that we are planning. We were showing stuff that didn't work out, that had to be removed, and all that stuff. So we showed that. I think it is a good and healthy way to have people in a project interacting with the stuff. And most of the community that we have around us with Farming Agency, TerraLife, and Maze Plus are understanding, and I think they really like it the way it is. There is this handful or two handful of people who are just idiots who really can suck my pick, oink oink, at the Kringelschwänzchen. Now we got laughed at also again because they're just clickbaiting, and no, it was never meant as clickbait. It was just to interact with the people. Look at FS25. I don't want to name anyone, right? I don't want to name anyone. But if you follow some Germans more than the English, I don't know of the English, but how many are now taking streams with building my map, doing this, modding that, all of a sudden taking people from the beginning, because they see, it works, but with another intention that we had. We wanted to integrate the people, and they are just so. And guess what? Guess where the donations were made, or are made? With all this clickbaiting, look what I will do. I read so much sentences that say, use my Patreon to improve my modding skills. So when I point that out,
get access to the beta versions or get the latest updates to.
Yeah. So when I point that out, then it means then people say to me also the few that say, I don't know what you want. You do the same. I said no. Yeah, but when I open your page, there's also PayPal. Yeah, there's PayPal. And what is the sentence? You will get nothing, no benefits, nothing out of it. It's just if you want to support us, you can do so, but you don't get anything out of it. We will do it or we will do it not. If you. So there is nothing you get, you receive. It's just that we are very thankful for people who are doing that or using my Amazon link. I received a coffee machine. I received cups. I received stuff for the kitchen. I'm so so glad and so thankful for that, because it helps me. But I always make it transparent. It has nothing to do with the modding or whatever. Yeah. So and now those people they get with these to improve my modding skills, and it's difficult now to say. I know that you know who I mean, so I try to avoid to describe it too close. Just when I say drama, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
So how often gone back.
Yep.
So when you have people having maps with a placeable system, with a dependency system, because it is a mod hub mod, and you have this in the map, and not all people are capable of replacing a placeable or changing XML or stuff. All of a sudden, this mod is gone from mod hub, not because it was faulty, just because yeah, because maybe the donations were not enough or something like that. And I point that out, and I say, well, it's unbelievable that Giants makes it. Today he's gone, next day he's back in. Yeah, this I wouldn't make it this circuit. That he and his special friend.
Mm-hmm.
I think you know what I mean. Mm-hmm. Take exactly say exactly something to that what I said, but always like, no, we don't know who Paul is, we blocked him, we don't. So I'm so interesting for them that they not even block me to not read my messages, because they could maybe miss something that I say. And this is something where we should make a Patreon podcast over, right? So Rainer, you, me, we make a podcast where people can, with €5 a monthly Patreon membership, and we make fun out of those guys. And just say, forget about modding. Isn't that a good idea? Oh no, we should make €6 because 5 is difficult to divide through 3.
I've got a calculator.
Yeah, but unfortunately I can't play TerraLife in my map, but I played Holzer and Eiffel for a while. Despite the lack of tutorial, I enjoyed this project a lot. Great job. Really a great job, guys. Thank you, Brixer. Yeah, you wrote above that you are playing Renabu from our Ola, the 16 times map. That will be or is getting a very interesting thing anyways, with the big maps in 25. Not even with TerraLife.
I'm playing one of Ola's maps in FS25.
Yeah, that was so clear that you play the map that was made without GE, right?
Yeah. Just for I'm playing it for fun. It's interesting.
It's so interesting what Ola can do all with Houdini.
With magic.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's really unbelievable.
Yeah. What was quite interesting is the amount of people that didn't understand that map was made before Giant's editor existed, and they were like, wow, this map is a bit basic.
Yeah.
Like, yes, it was made before the tools for modders to make maps existed.
It was made without Giant's editor.
Yeah.
What? It was made without Giant's editor.
I don't think people comprehend that kind of thing. It's like, it's made by a man who's some kind of evil modding wizard.
You know what the most evil thing at Ola on Ola is? He's a teacher. Yeah, he's teaching this stuff.
Yep.
And I could listen to his voice and his accent years without a break. when I watch his small videos, it's so nice to listen to what he's saying, even when I don't understand half of it, because of the technical stuff for Houdini. But it's so cool. It's so cool. The map that he's on, you saw the pictures, right?
Of
Ola's new map. Yeah, Bob. Yeah. Correct. It's like what? Yeah. Totally.
I don't know if I've seen those. But...
Just Ola is not that bearded.
Yeah.
No, it's really cool. I hope, and this is something that is for me personally, at the moment still the biggest problem, from parts of my health. One is my lung, but the other is my eyesight, and this is the problem with focusing on text. I can't focus too long on one special line or point in front of me. Even when I'm talking to someone, I always have to move my eyes, because my right eyesight is much worse than the left, and my brain tries to make one picture out of it. This causes headache, and this leads to more migraines. Migraines leads to more not feeling that well from my lungs, and so it is like a circle. And this is something that I have to break. And when I'm now focusing too much on trying to do something with FarmSim, it is what is not really healthy. So this is why I have to try to get my apartment ready, and with the help, Daniel is helping me so much. Without him, I would be totally lost. Because I have to say, I can't ignore it anymore. I have to say I have depressions, and I never thought that I would have them, but I have them. And with that coming, and with talking about it, I learn about it a lot. I got contacts to new people that have issues with it, depression and migraine. Funny enough. It's nothing that you should not talk about, because it can get so worse, or it can get worse, way worse than you can imagine. And I couldn't imagine it, and it got worse, and then you are so driveless. I don't know if it's the right word, but you are basically not capable of doing anything.
Yeah.
And then the people who say, yeah, you just have to get up early, go a walk, go take the dog for a walk, just go an hour through the park. And yeah, I would love to.
Those are the people that have never dealt with it and don't understand it.
Yeah. I didn't either. Back in the days, we had women in on the farm that had burnout and all that stuff. And when I was rough talking to them, like, pick up your stuff, it was enough that they started crying, and they broke together. And I said, what's going on with you? Yeah, depression and burnout. And I said, well, you should have my problems. And then when I had the accident afterwards, when I was working 24/7, no problem. But when you are not working 24/7, and then you have the other issues, and all of a sudden you are with yourself, by yourself.
Yeah.
And the path that I had to take for over a year with searching for an apartment, and 84 people thought that I would not be worthy of getting an apartment from them. That makes not no good impact on your self-esteem and depressions. But now at the moment I am that far that I can say I have them, and I'm asking for help.
And it's a big thing to not only to admit to yourself that you're dealing with it, but to actually be able to talk about it.
Yeah, and the other thing is actually having people around that are willing to help, that are understanding. I mean, the people who say, yeah, just get your ass up and work. Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong field. Give me a second. Yeah, that was already cultivated. Having people that say get your ass up and yeah, you should take a walk in the park. Then you feel better. Then you don't have the migraine. Those are not the people that you need. You need the people who are really understanding what it means, and that you are, that every little step that you take is a win. Yeah, even it is not massive, but today you manage to do this. Tomorrow you will manage to do that, just step by step, and not being forced into something, because this is something that I did not know back in the days either. I thought you just have to push people. Yeah, go on, come on, motivate, and no, that's not the way it works. And when you understand this, and you get help, and you have people who are willing to help, then it is really where I can say, okay, I can maybe look in a brighter future. And this year, 25, is really the first year where I say, this will be, or this will be a better year than the years before. And this is why everything will change within the farming agency with the way things were too. Because people forget who founded this stuff, who was in the beginning there, what we achieved, what we did, who came later to it, who outside of the farming agency made profit out of it, who tried to get the best out of it, who helped us and supported us. All this will be considered now by having us having fun, doing what we want to, and not getting more sick or getting taking the best from us. Because everybody in the farming agency deserves to have fun and have a good time. And when someone is not speaking out about problems he has, then we are doing something wrong, because we are kind of a group of friends. This is how it worked. Everybody who is in the farming agency came personally into the farming agency by me, because I liked him or her, or like him or her, because I think those are decent people. We all can be friends. We all can be sitting at a coffee table together. And I think we have no assholes in the farming agency. We have all decent people, so we all have the right to have to be respected and have fun. And this is how it should be, and not because someone is saying, yeah, but you promised that we will have this and that mod then and then. No, forget about it. If we can do it, we do it, and if we can't, we can't. Simple as that.
And and the dealing with depression stuff has been a regular thing around me for quite a while. One of the reasons I've been away for a little bit. It's been a thing in our household for a very long time.
I know.
And being able to talk about it is a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think being selective about the people that you choose to interact with and keep close is definitely, and bring in to have close is definitely a good thing.
I mean, I don't know. Rainer, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know on how much I can speak or should speak about stuff, but Rainer and me, we talk. I think a good amount of times, also when we are not well. The quality of the talks, of course, is different, but I think it was never respectless or without respect. I don't know how the correct English word for being not respectful is. It was never disrespectful. So this
Disrespectful. That's the one.
But for me personal, the quality in the last couple of years increased. Also because of the understanding that I got, or not the understanding sounds too much as I would be above something. That is not what I mean. So with me having more insights by dealing myself with this stuff, the quality of the talks that we have increased a lot, because I know now that certain things you say or do are not because of me, because I did something wrong, just because it is a shitty day and you're trying to get by. If it describes that the right way, Rainer, I don't know, but
Yeah.
so and this is something where I learned that if people that I am talking with who have no idea about the health issues, how should they know that you are really fighting through the day and not just having a bad day like others have, so that you really are fighting to get through it. And this is where really the quality of the talks improved a lot. And with you too, Disturb. I mean, you know, we talk a lot about stuff, or talked a lot about stuff until it's basically fell down the drain because it was too much.
I think that's an important thing for people, though, that they shouldn't assume that the reason people are the way they are is just because they're being grumpy or they're being a bit, they're in a shitty mood. Maybe, you should maybe think maybe this person's having a really bad day for some reason, because it's more common than people think.
You know that the amount of times, I mean, Bavarian Redneck is there. We crashed our heads several times. Not because we had bad talks, just because we wrote stuff and misunderstood each other, and it escalated. And this is something that me personally hit a lot and hurt a lot when I have to be, I mean, my role in the farming agency is founder and leader, right? So if you're not even rhetorical capable of leading, because you're dealing with stuff that is basically killing you, and you react wrong to stuff that people understood wrong, this is the worst case ever. And then dealing with that is something that is really, really hard. And this is where I started to really reaching out to some people by please help me. I can't handle it alone anymore.
And I think it can be much worse if you can't share that with, particularly if you can't share it with the people that you're having those difficult conversations with. And that can be quite common, that you can't, if depending on the situations that's coming up in. But at least even if you've got a person or a few people you can talk to, it can help a lot.
What I also learned or saw or recognized is the quality of the streams, for example. If I'm not feeling well, most of the time the direction the stream goes is not the best. But when someone is trying to pick on me or speaking up to me in a stream about problems that need to be that there has to be a solution internally and not in a stream, and I'm not rhetorical capable anymore of replying, So playing it down, so to say, to save the stream. This is something that hurts me much longer than just quitting the stream and having a bad hour afterwards. It's hurting me way longer because of it feels like a loss.
Yeah.
And knowing that the other person does not know what they did, even worse. And these are things that I learned in the last 12 months. When I came back from hospital and from all that stuff, I said I will not let things touch me that much anymore, right? I said health is first and all that stuff, but I lost afterwards so much by searching for an apartment and all that stuff. Yeah, where you feel not worthy when people kind of handle you like nothing. And then in FS19 I did so much. I knew what I did, and I never wanted to have any roses for stuff that I didn't do. I didn't want to have praises for stuff I didn't do, but I wanted to have the recognition for stuff that I did, and kind of I got it because everybody knew what I did. In FS22 I got help in the team. The team expanded, and the help was kind of, that they did stuff that I wanted to do or had to do. I did not need to do it anymore, but I had to do other things. So they did not help me in making more space for me. Yeah. The work doubled, and by not being active in the modding stuff anymore, I felt even more useless because I want to do the modding stuff and not the managing stuff.
Yeah.
But I did the managing stuff, and when I said I do the managing stuff, a lot of people said, "Yeah, well, you don't do anything." And this is for depression. Really, really good.
Yep. Yeah. And it's really hard to get out of some of those negative spirals in your brain as well.
Yeah, totally. And this is why I said, fuck it, I have to do the Thursday streams now. We have to bring them back, no matter how.
And people don't understand how much impact a very short sentence that they say as a throwaway comment can have on someone that's dealing with problems.
Yeah.
And that can impact you for hours or days. And to them, it was just a sentence, and they've moved on, and la happy, not a care in the world, and you're stuck on it for a very long time.
In FS19, I knew a bridge that works.
Yeah. The human brain is a very tricky thing. I'm glad that amongst all of us, we are all working on these kind of things.
Yeah. I'm kind of happy, not really happy, but I'm kind of a little bit proud of reaching at least one stage of I don't give a fuck. Depression and all that stuff is always compared to not being manly or whatever, being weak. And the more you read into this topic, and the more you see and hear who also is impacted by this stuff, and just being capable of saying, I got it, I'm dealing with it, and if you think I'm not worthy for you anymore to talk to, then suck the dick. The pig. I wanted to say the pig.
Yeah.
Kiss my bacon. Kiss my bacon is better.
Actually, working through some of this stuff is significantly harder than I think anyone who's not tried to would appreciate. And yeah, I don't think saying anything like that, any kind of comment like that, comes from someone who's never actually tried to tackle any of these kind of issues, to understand how hard it is to try and work through any kind of mental health challenge.
Yeah.
At any kind of level.
We had.
And
No, sorry.
I've spoken to you about the ones you've had. I've had some much closer to home that have been very similar. I've dealing with my own ones, and
That is something that is really dangerous. I didn't know that, but when you are dealing yourself with it, and you take on from someone else because you try to help, and you do not know that it impacts you, the impact is so much worse. And this is also a spiral that goes very, 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 very deep. And I know that from your Discord or from the streams that we had, that you have a lot of people in the community from military background that have PTSD, right?
I think it was more people that were in the streams. There were a few.
Yeah, but they were basically also on your Discord. So we talked. When we talked about it, I recognized the names from your Discord. So now what I wanted to say is there was also something. Back in the days, I had no connection to any feeling what was close to PTSD in any way. I could not imagine anything about it, just like being not well. You remember back in my hometown when the flood was there, where fuck it. Instant water in my eyes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I remember.
Yet just when I tried to say something about it, it's impacting me. I was in a hotel a couple of weeks ago, and I was sitting in the lounge having dinner, and on the neighbor table, someone spoke about this flooding. And he was there as a helper, I don't know, firefighter, whatever. And I started crying, right? And he asked, "Is everything okay? What is happening?" And I told him that I was kind of there, And now when someone is talking about flooding, I instantly get this heat internally, this going up and down the back, this someone is punching my stomach and pressing my neck, and so it feels so uncomfortable, and I could start crying immediately. And someone said to me, "This is basically nothing different than PTSD." But I cannot imagine, the guys who have seen worse. I have no idea, but I can say that this feeling in general, being reminded through a sentence or a happening with something that had such a big impact on you, is basically that what you have when you have depression.
Yeah.
It can be a small thing, but it has such a big impact. And I know now that no one who never ever had contact with that can imagine on how hard it is. It's really, really tough.
And you know that reaction you have, you say it's not the same. It is a type of PTSD. The physical reaction is the same. It's just the stimulus is different.
Okay.
It's something that, you know, the stimulus doesn't have to be from just, you know, a military thing. It's a stress reaction.
Okay.
And that is associated with something that was very stressful for you. You know, it's got a lot of emotion attached to it. So you shouldn't discredit it because it's not something that you associate with what you associate PTSD with. Yeah.
Yeah.
PTSD comes from lots of different things.
Yeah. It's it sounds funny when I'm saying it, but it's kind of interesting on how many different levels we can be affected through stuff, right? Funny enough, the other day I asked Modelleicher if he would be ready for a short call. And normally when I do call him, it's always I have work for him or so, something like that, right? It's always something annoying. And I said, no, it's nothing like that. It's even a good thing. And I said, oh, that's even worse most of the time. When there's Mace Plus in the air, then it's always very dangerous. No, it was, and the thing was, I couldn't sleep the other night before, and I went through a lot of stuff in my head, and Modelleicher was right. I mean, we know each other now since 5 years. In the beginning, we spent daily hours in voice streams, screen share, and all that stuff. Yeah, so there was basically no line written without me being on the other end. And he warned me about so many things, and he said this and this will happen and this and that, and I said, oh no, and I called him now the other day just to tell him that he was right on so many levels, that I now get so many things that he said that I really did not know, that I really could not imagine being the way he said it would be. Some positive, most negative, but not negative in a way that that is so negatively impacting, just that people are the way they are, right? And it is so interesting that it. Wow. Okay, I thought I lost connection. Or did you save?
I saved.
Okay. So it's
make him panic.
so it's so interesting that just telling someone after 5 years, hey, you were right, has also an impact on someone. Yeah, just by saying, hey, you know what? And I think, and I thought it is just fair to say, not always only when you don't like stuff. Well, wait, I cannot take it in one. You also should say, hey, you were right, or you did good.
Yeah.
And this is something that I did not get for a long time in the farming agency. When we won, then we won, and when there was a loss, I lost. When I said in a team we have to do it it has to be finished then and then. I was always the guy who said we have to. Yeah, no one came up to me and said, hey, what you did was great or something like that. And I always protected the team from outside. And not that I'm begging for compliments or fishing for compliments. This is bullshit. Just, you can't be always the one receiving the negative impact. Sometimes it just feels good. I'm for example, I'm that type of guy who is really happy when someone hugs you. Just comes up and say, hey, hugs you and says, hey, nice to see you again, or something like that. That gives me way more than anything else. And this is something that I really were craving for. I really was craving for it. Up to a certain point where I said, okay, I will never ever get that. I just have the asshole role now. I have to see if I get it somewhere else. And I got it somewhere else. It was a very nice 4 weeks or 6 weeks with Queenie that really pulled me out of a very deep hole. From there on, some things went way better than before. But you cannot always. The funny thing is, if you are a giver, you have to know your limits, because takers don't have one.
Yeah.
I never thought that this sentence is so well educated.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I never thought about it. And yeah, trying to get benefits for this guy and that guy and this team and here. Why? Why should I do that? Why should I continue with this? When at the end they are all laughing at me, and so why should I do that? One reason. Name me one reason.
People will take, well, as you just said, people will literally take as much from you as they can, because they just want the benefit.
Interesting, right? No matter if farm sim or. By the way, I cultivated the last time this field here. I sawed it. I sow in. Here, your field. You don't have to do it anymore. No, it's really interesting. It is not only farm sim. It's really in life. It is always the same. People take and take and take. I mean, I receive a lot too. Yeah, I have a couple of people who were. I think without them I wouldn't be anymore. Just to name a few are the Agrarasse, for example. Yeah, who helped me through a very deep and dark time. Without ever pointing it out. They never said, yeah, but we did. No, they just saw that I needed help and they helped me. And such rare people, I really have no words on describing what I think about those people. And even within the team we have such people. So this is really what brought me through that at the end there are people who are really good people that make it worth doing and continuing stuff. And I don't mean Maze Plus continuing. I mean
no,
simple
I mean
things,
continuing stuff.
Yeah, like breathing, for example.
Yeah, I got that.
So it's and those are never the people who judge you.
No,
but
there are thankfully still decent people in the world who don't who don't want anything for being good people.
I'm scared and really afraid of overstepping. Yeah, because of the sentence that I just said before, that givers should know their limits because takers don't have them. When do you become a taker without limit? Back in the days, it's an honest question, because back in the days I always was the guy who.
I think from the kind of person you are, never.
I don't know. I feel
Because
so guilty.
Because that's why.
What? What?
Because you feel guilty for the fact that you need things from people.
Ah, okay.
You're not taking it just because you want it to exploit it. That's the difference. Someone who just takes that unlimited because they can is doing it to exploit it.
Okay, I get. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah. You feel stupidly. You feel guilty that you need help and support. That means you won't be a person who takes unlimited help and support just because you can.
You know, so many people tell me you should not talk about this stuff in the open. You should not talk about this stuff in the streams, for example. Yeah and no. Because I don't, on one hand, of course, I don't want have people to have me on a open plate, or I don't know how it is translated.
That makes sense.
But on the other hand, I don't want people to put me on was heißt Podest?
Pedestal.
Or what?
Yeah,
Pedestal.
And on the other hand, I don't want people put me on that because that happened in FS19 a lot. That they said, well, best modder, whatever. Things I never said of myself. I never even called me a modder. But this went so fast around. And this is why I think I should be open. And I was very scared until... Yeah, this were the bridge thing, and then I was with Sven Heiliger in a stream, and he poked very clever, and I opened up and told a lot, and I thought that all the people who were very bad and who just take the opportunity to hit on me, then they did not. And people I never thought of offered me help, and this is why I think it's just fair to talk about it. Yeah, there will always be the others that say he's begging for whatever. When I say I am in need of something, am I begging for something, or am I just pointing out this is my point of view, this is my stand where I am? I don't know. Tell me.
I think being open about the stuff that we've spoken about is a good thing, because, like you said earlier, it's sometimes people think that it's not a very manly thing to deal with and talk about, and being open and honest about people having all sorts of different struggles in life is a good thing. Whatever they are, because everyone has challenges in life. Everyone has things that makes them different or not the same, and makes them feel, alienated, like an alien. And trying to make people realize that other people struggle with that stuff is a good thing. I think it's good to talk about it.
yeah, it helps. Also for me, it's kind of a little bit like a therapy, but sometimes it is not, because there are like, for example, yesterday someone tried to troll again, was testing if certain words were on the ban list or not. Sometimes I can take it, sometimes I can't, but I don't know. It's difficult. It's really difficult. Who should I talk to, right? At the moment, it's really rare where I can or people where I can talk to. It's really. I don't know.
It's tricky, and if ultimately it's up to you whether you want to talk about it in this in this kind of place or not, because it's your choice.
Yeah, I feel sometimes it's really. I think it's necessary sometimes that people know who they are watching, or whom they are listening to. But it's still the internet, right? So I really like when I meet people. That's a funny thing. I come from a salesman background, even in the farming, where I had so much contact with people, and I enjoyed, after my accident, I enjoyed being capable of closing the door. Then I started trying to avoid people. I never thought that would be possible. I can really good give a play in acting that I really enjoy a lot of people around me. What is not the truth anymore. But that leads to people thinking that I like people around me. But on the other hand, I basically have no one to talk to anymore. With this isolation of the 12 months, more or less, now I got a handful of people that I trust, and I got basically 2 or 3 people that I talk to way more than they can take. So it's really hard. It's really hard. So I don't know. I don't know. I even just forgot what I wanted to say. Just that I will end the streaming, of course, now, because we I think Rainer's saved a dozen times already, right?
Yeah, I'm already off the server.
Yeah. So
I saved before I left
okay.
the last time.
Yeah, that was a quite interesting English stream. It went off the rail, of course.
Of course, it's an English stream.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
and thank you for kissing my bacon and sucking my pig. Oink oink, my pig.
of which I will never do either.
Why? The pig
You
is
eat bacon.
Yeah. Licking is also nice. It's better for the cholesterol if you just lick on it.
No, human body needs cholesterol.
Yeah. No, so it's yeah. No, it was fun, but I try to keep it up. So if you join Voice next week, you're always welcome.
I will not be joining next week because I will be at the UK's premium agricultural event.
Oh, you're invited by Giants, of course.
Not by Giants, no, but
Oh, now he's taking off. He's lift off. We have a lift off. No, it's just I will keep it up. I don't know on how long we can do it. I will do it as a mixed stream. If you are not there, we will talk as much English as necessary or as possible. but to keep it easier, if there's not much of a chat ongoing in English, we will keep it in German. As I know now that the YouTube translation works pretty fine, if I'm speaking not too
Yeah,
fast.
if you don't mind reading the subtitles, it does okay.
Yeah. But next week on Wednesday is the very special stream of 5 years Maze Plus, 5 years farming agency, and my birthday.
Yeah.
So next Wednesday, yeah, it's a German stream, of course, but we can manage some some English.
I don't think there will be many of the English community about, because that's the most of the, certainly most of, I say most of, I won't be there because I will be at the community meetup at Lama, because that's Wednesday night.
Llama is
It's Wednesday and Thursday next week.
Oh, then I got a good interesting information. I think I won't make it to Llama.
No,
There was, but it was planned. But now I thought it was next month.
no.
But they didn't send me a ticket, so it did. Oh, wow. Okay. I might have to ask if there was. Okay, now I thought it was next month. This is why I was so cool and calm, and I thought, yeah, because Llama was planned anyways. I thought, shitty.
It's January. It's next week.
Yeah. Okay. So next English stream next Thursday. The Jubel or celebration stream on Wednesday will be German, but of course English is welcome. I think Rainer, are you there tomorrow for a German stream?
Yeah, I'm at my brother's for dinner, but I think I would join a bit later when I'm back if you want to stream.
Yeah, I want to stream at starting at 8. So I don't want to start
half past 6. I'm at my brother's. I think it could es könnte hinhauen mit.
Könnte klappen.
Könnte klappen, aber ich mit 20 Uhr, aber.
Now
Yeah.
I want to stream
Not
tomorrow at 8 p.m. Then Saturday not, and then Sunday again. So I try to get back to a basic stream plan of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times a week, with the Wednesday being a placeholder for the farming agency channel. That we can push it so that we can maybe manage to do also a changeable stream that we do German or English, so that you could stream on Wednesday from the farming agency channel too, Disturb.
Okay.
So that we can normally Robert will take it back to stream, but with him chemo is it is what it is, right?
Yep.
So just that we can hold up the flag a little bit for the channel, then so basically he can hopefully do that afterwards, so that I'm back on four streams a week. Monday not. What is Dienstag? Tuesday? Nee. Doch, Tuesday. Tuesday stream. Wednesday placeholder stream. Thursday placeholder English stream, Friday regular stream, Sunday regular stream. Means 3 regular ones. One of them will be 3 regular ones. The Wednesday will be FS25, and then when I start or when we start playing with Sam together, I don't know. Yes, he's just playing on a regular map at the moment, right?
Sam in FS25.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing Sri Lanka in his videos.
With his own farm built and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, yes.
But stream or just story video?
We have streamed. I have streamed from his game because we had big problems to play FS22 because the servers were lagging.
Yeah.
And so we switched to this to his Sri Lanka Spielstand, to his Sri Lanka game, but. Apart from that, he only made videos on it.
Okay, yeah, we have to. We just we will talk about it on how we start, and that it is something where we have fun, but also can improve and start with the FS25 Maze Plus and the other. A lot of scripts he's already working on anyway, so maybe there will be a map. Available for us where we like we did in FS22 with the OSK. No, it was the Chicho, right? The Chicho where we started. Maybe there is some nice polished map where we can start on. Yeah. So, and this is the year.
Are there any maps in ModHub yet? I don't know.
Ola's map.
Only Ola's map. Yeah.
And I don't think the others can be named as maps. There are on other hosters there are maps, but yeah.
Not on any sites that are worth using.
I think we start on a at least. I mean we have to start on a decent map or a decent safe game. Otherwise, Modelleicher is not on board, and with him not on board, there's no Maze Plus. so yeah, this is. But it will all be very, very relaxed. There's no pressure. Yeah, there is pressure, but we won't work under pressure. So we don't let us pressure.
Just have that constantly playing in the background very quietly, just so it can be heard.
Yeah, but it's like a little running gag between Rainer and me. you can say it. I think you can translate it in English. It will be funny in English too. I
don't know what you mean.
Was it your sister or your girlfriend? Someone said, "Oh, this is here, this and that song."
Yeah, my sister. What is Schwägerin? His sister-in-law?
I think.
Yeah, my sister. We were at a party with my brother and my sister-in-law, and Under Pressure starts playing, and my sister-in-law goes, "Yay, Ice Ice Baby." And my brother and I really we put on our death stare.
But it's not stolen. No.
It's different. The guy said it himself. I think everyone knows the video where he said that. It's different.
Last time
he said so.
Last time I heard on the radio in the car, I heard, I don't know what it was. It was some music out of the 80s or 90s, from the sound, like, so from the rhythm, like it sounded like that, and it was something totally different, I thought, but then it was a remake of a song, but with the lyrics, I could not make out which song it was. It was just the melody that, and it was this song afterwards. And because you can watch in the playlist what they played at a certain amount of time, right? And it was nothing near that clear, like Under Pressure and I Says Baby, how close it was. No, it was the same song, just reimagined, but wow. I think with very, very much of stuff in the brain of the guy who reimagined something quite differently. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, guys, then I think I would just quit it. I won't rate anyone because then I have to switch back and forth and whatever. It's not worth it anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Leave some comments. Make it something for the YouTube algorithm afterwards on YouTube. Leave there some comments, and please don't forget to like and subscribe and the bell icon, because this is something that supports really. It doesn't cost you any money, but it helps really. I don't know why Disturb overtook me. I don't know. I think I have to do this with the OnlyFans and second game account, something like that.
Onlyfarms.vip.
Yeah, I will get there. Guys, have a good one. Thank you, Disturb and Rainer, for being with us here. And yeah, we will hear and see us later. Have a good one,
Yep.
guys.
Good night, everyone.
Night all.